So I'm coming at you from the alley because I live in the city and alleys are quieter. Well, except for that cicada. Whatever. So I've been working on this thing for like a solid 30 months, like 2.5 years. I've been grinding away at this fingerstyle guitar stuff because I wanna be able to play those old Blind Blake songs, and he's really good. And if you're going to be able to play Blind Blake, you got to really have your game tight. And I finally reached the point where I can play some Blind Blake. So, like, on a personal level, that's really dope. But nobody really wants to hear Blind Blake. I'm the only kind of guy who wants to hear some ragtime blues. So, I've also been working on the thumb pick upstroke and those Tosin Abasi triplets. And I think I'm to the point where it's time to start composing some songs. And then after I have a gang of songs, I like to really take them to the woodshed and then record them, right? So I think that's the next step. I started learning to use my thumb on the low string. And that opened up everything. But it really only opened up the F major shape, because the F minor shape is a little bit more difficult. It took me a year to get between those two things, which is odd, but whatever. For me, it was all about setting a 10-minute timer and working on fundamentals and rudiments. Like, I'd spend 10 minutes working on thumb upstroke. I'd spend 10 minutes working on a metronome. I'd spend 10 minutes working on triplets. I'd spend 10 minutes playing with my eyes closed. You know, just anything. I played wrong for 20 years. Like, that's the truth. There's no arguing with it. My technique was terrible. My wrist was bent. I was trying to muscle those strings down. When I look back, I could have been every bit as good as I am now in like 4 years. And it took me more like, I'm going to say, 20. So I might have been able to cut 16 years off my progress. That's embarrassing. But that's the journey, though. The truth is, I kind of think that I'm on something. And I kind of think I'm about to start composing some stuff that's really, really fun to play. And that's what it's really all about. So from here on out, when I feel like I've been working sufficiently hard, my reward is that I get to learn a Blind Blake song, because that's my bucket list stuff. I love Blind Blake. And that's got me super, super hyped. So here we go. Like, I'm going to call this having my fundamentals basically under control, and it's time to start composing songs for solo guitar. That's a lot of pressure, but that's what we're doing.